Today I want to talk about how to get fed and then throw the game. This is a very common trend in League. If you've ever felt that you always do well but your teammates are causing you to lose games despite your best efforts, this video might serve as an eye-opener. And we're going to use the example of a Diamond Aatrox player. As soon as he hit level 3, he got first blood on the Kale that he was laning against. And I thought, okay, maybe he just got lucky. But shortly afterwards, Kale returned to lane and we could tell this guy knows exactly what he's doing in the top lane, as he picks up yet another kill on Kale, which is fantastic. And then the enemy Hecarim comes by and I'm thinking this is where he will back off. But you can see this guy's mastery of Aatrox as he plays around his own passive, killing the enemy jungler under the turret. Now this carries on for quite a while and you can see that this guy is a monster at Aatrox as he continues to destroy Kale and other members of the enemy team. But then things start to go downhill. This guy loves getting kills and he throws himself into every fight, not realizing that he has way too much gold riding on him and that he is not expendable. Worse still, he dies to kill the enemy support Maokai, going 1-for-1 in this fight. Now you might think to yourself, why is it bad to kill one person on the enemy team and die in the process? The reason is that if you ever get fed, you need to consider the amount of power that you carry on the map and that you are easily worth 2 to 3 members of the enemy team. This is the equivalent of losing a queen to kill a pawn in a game of chess. Unfortunately, Aatrox's lead has gone straight to his head and he thinks that he's unstoppable. 25 minutes into the game, he teleports in and dives 1 versus 3 unnecessarily, only to get held in place by the enemy Maokai while Corki and Varus kill him. 27 minutes into the game, he walks into the enemy base trying to solo an inhibitor. But instead, our 9-2 Aatrox gets killed by the 1-7 Kale, the 1-8 Hecarim, and the 1-5 Varus on the enemy team. Aatrox goes 1-for-1 again and does not realize how badly this is hurting his team despite their lead. And you might wonder to yourself, how bad can this be really? The red team is so far ahead that they can't possibly lose, right? Aatrox throwing his life away over and over again is actually helping the blue team back into the game. The red team was initially 14,000 gold ahead of the enemy team, but their lead has fallen by almost 5,000 gold as a result of plays like this. If Aatrox keeps this up, and people who get these kinds of leads often do keep it up, the enemy team can easily come back into the game and they will often win, so before Aatrox has a chance to get himself killed again, I'm going to initiate a fight with my team nearby. Now despite what this looks like, I'm not actually trying to kill Hecarim here. I'm actually trying to force Corki to use his only escape to join the fight. Sure enough he does, and this leads to Aatrox picking up a triple kill as he comes in after the initiation. There is a brief moment where Aatrox wants to do Baron, but luckily the rest of the team knows better and they push for the enemy nexus. To recap, this guy was an incredibly skilled Aatrox player who got fed in the early game due to his mastery of Aatrox, then almost threw it all away as the lead went to his head and he started making some really bad plays where he was outnumbered and going 1-for-1, not realizing how valuable he was to his team. Luckily, in the very last fight of the game, Aatrox comes in with his massive lead after the fight has begun and this allows him to clean up and win the game. A key point here is that everyone who gets fed then proceeds to make mistakes like the ones you saw here will always believe that what they did was right. This mental trap is what separates good players from great players, and now that you're aware of this, this will be one less hurdle for you in Season 7. If you found this video helpful, do subscribe to the channel, follow on Twitter, and leave a comment about what kind of content you would like to see in future videos. Do check out the video links on either side for more gameplay tips and strategies in this channel.